Moody here, burnout recovery tips and burnout breakthrough tips for you. And I hope you're getting a lot out of these. What I can tell you is that you can get a hold of us at jeffmoody.com, jeffmoodymd.com. Find me on YouTube for burnout breakthroughs, as well as sign up for my email list. What I'd love to talk to you today is about burnout in a pandemic. If you want a more in-depth discussion of this, I have about a 30-minute talk there's a link on my website too. It's called Burnout, Mental Health, and COVID. This one goes to 11, but the crux of that particular talk is that yes, burnout was bad. Perhaps 45 to 55 or more percent of physicians in the United States exhibit clinical burnout, and if you talk about one parameter of burnout, up to 80 to 90% of physicians may be exhibiting those. And what has happened since COVID is that we have seen probably a 50 to a 300% increase in the incidence of anxiety, depression, stress, the need for counseling, alcohol use, substance abuse. There was a 900% increase in phone calls to a disaster distress helpline. So clearly, unfortunately, maybe even not taking burnout from a 10 to an 11, it's maybe taken burnout from a 10 to a 30. So what I implore, or what I would recommend for physicians to do, is to look at your burnout box, and that is the surfaces and the way your life is constructed, your floor, which is your previous experiences, your walls, which include physical, mental, spiritual, social, your work environment, and your finances. See how those are all woven into burnout, and see what you can do to attack things that will improve you from a burnout standpoint. And I would also very much recommend that you please contact your employer or work together with your healthcare system, because both personal and systemic components or steps are needed to be taken to get burnout better the fastest. I know that was personally definitely a truism for me. I needed to change structural parts about my life and my mental state around burnout, and my physical health and my routines, and I needed to change the structure of my work environment and my interaction with how I worked. So that was a critical cooperative effort between both myself, my employer, and our healthcare system. So burnout in a pandemic is definitely worse, and this has been just a horrific, very dangerous time for a lot of us to practice medicine. And please continue to care for yourself. Please continue to work with your employer to try to get through these issues, and think about the components in various parts of your life that you can recover from and work on by A, defining a problem, B, defining a solution, C, putting a deadline on it that will triple your possibility of completing that task and helping reduce your burnout. Make lists for each part of your wall, of your box, and then work your way down those lists. Again, if you'd like to look at a longer version of this talk, go to our website, jeffmoody.com, and there is a link to the actual 30-minute talk. So remember, if you have liked these videos and you get value out of them, please go to jeffmoody.com, sign up for our email list, sign up for our live stream so you can hear great guests chat with me about burnout and their areas of expertise. Take a peek at our course, Burnout Recovery for You, which is really a turbocharged way to get people on the track to burnout recovery. And just avail yourself of the strategies and the services that we have, and become part of our community to help you get better. Remember, burnout recovery is for you.